Hello, happy Wednesday, and welcome to the You Unfolded Live and Learn. And today we are going to be talking about the benefits of strength training. So, welcome again. I am Yentel Lega. I am a holistic dietitian and certified mental health professional, and my passion is to help women feel less stressed. It will boost their energy so that they can maximize their health and life. So I am just going to check here very quickly, make sure that I can see everybody's comments. So that's why I'm looking up here, because sometimes on Facebook, for some reason, I'm not able to see who is on, who is watching. So trying to figure that out. But anyways, like I mentioned, I'm going to be talking about the benefits of strength training. So we are thankfully far beyond the years of when women would avoid the gym like the plague. Now we are seeing more and more women. Hi, mommy. I see my mom joined on Instagram. So I'm still having trouble here with this in Facebook. So more and more women now are actually able to actually see strength training as something good. You know, we're starting to see more women weight training, more women getting into lifting weights, and there's been a move from believing more in being strong than being thin. Not that there's anything wrong with being thin if you are thin naturally, but it's not. The good thing is that we moved away from thin being the thing to aim for. It's more about strength, about health, and about really acknowledging your own unique beauty. So, and also, you know, this whole idea still of strength training and weight training, I still get a lot of women that actually fear using weights. And the fear is commonly that they're afraid that they're going to bulk up. They're afraid they're going to get big. They're going to get, big muscles. And the other fear that I hear a lot is that if they're trying to lose weight, they think that the fat will turn to muscle. So I'm going to break those misconceptions right now. So first of all, it is absolutely impossible for fat to turn to muscle because they are two completely different things. It's like saying an apple is going to turn into a banana. They're two different things. They're two different substances in the body. So just like fat cannot turn into muscle, muscle cannot turn into fat. A lot of people think, well, I'm bulked up so much, and when they see themselves gain weight with time, or when somebody even outside sees somebody gain weight with time that used to be really muscular, their reaction is, oh, it's because they were so muscular and now all that muscle turned to fat. And that is also impossible. The muscle does not turn into fat. What does happen is that you can lose the muscle, and you can also gain more fat along the way, or even the muscle might become less toned. So it feels a little softer, not as toned, not as bulky or whatever, as strong as what it used to be. But that does not mean that it turned to fat. So there are many knowing that truth, that fat and muscle are two completely different things. We're going to go over the biggest benefits of the benefits of strength training. Sorry, I got a little distracted. Hey, Kate, I see you came on. I'm looking at another screen here to see who's coming on Facebook and who's commenting, because with one screen, it was really hard for me to see. So yes, welcome again for joining, and we're going to get started. So the first benefit of strength training is actually efficient fat loss. So many, I don't, and I'm sure you probably have noticed from my previous lives and from the message I put out there, I don't promote weight loss specifically as the sole purpose of being healthy, or the sole unit to look at for being healthy. I look at the whole person. There's so much more to us. But that being said, yes, you would be the best one to say if maybe your weight is what is getting in your way of being physically healthy. And you can tell that through different things. You're not able to have as much endurance with certain exercises, not breathing as well, or you've noticed that maybe your blood levels, like your cholesterol or your sugars or your blood pressure, have gone up since you've gained some extra weight. So I'm not completely against weight loss. So weight loss is important for many people as well, as part of looking at them as a whole and as part of their health process. So strength training, actually, hey Sayad, welcome. So strength training is actually effective at helping you lose fat. So many get into restrictive diets and then have a hard time losing weight. And then they feel like, especially women, this is more for the ladies, you get into also mostly cardio intensive exercises. And then you wonder, why am I not losing weight? You kind of stay stuck, or, why am I still the same weight? And sometimes you may say, well, I'm doing strength training through body weight exercises, which it does provide some additional resistance. However, to really be able to build more muscle endurance, then extra weights are needed. And what your muscle does, building the muscle, is actually what helps you not only be stronger and have more endurance, but it helps you burn more fat, more calories. That's why I hear this a lot from couples that are working on getting healthy together. So they start changing the way they eat, start exercising more, and then the husband or the male in the partnership loses weight like that, and then the female's like, well, I'm doing all the same things, like why am I not seeing any weight loss? And it's naturally men have more muscle than women. So the muscle is where your metabolism gets activated. So the stronger your muscle, the more you build your muscle, the more you work on your muscles, the faster your metabolism would be, so the more you would burn. So keep in mind that stronger, for women doesn't necessarily mean bigger. You don't have nearly the same testosterone levels as a man does, and nearly the same amount of muscles as a man does. So weight training is not going to bulk you up by any means, unless you do start taking different hormones like testosterone to make you bulk up. But naturally, women cannot bulk up. We do not have the testosterone to be able to do so. So if you're wondering and you're having trouble with, I'm doing all this cardio, I'm running, or, whatever cardio you're doing, and then not seeing any results, it's because you need to weight train, you need to strength train, you need to build on that muscle. And yeah, I see Sayad said plateau is Terry bad. So yes, this does help to actually get you out of that plateau as well. The other thing that strength training is beneficial for is for better muscles. So we just said it does help strengthen your muscles. So if your muscles are nice and strong, nice and sturdy, again, not necessarily bulky, especially for the ladies. If you have nice and strong muscles, nice sturdy muscles, what is that supporting in your body? What is your muscles surrounding? There's something that the muscle surrounds all throughout the body. If you can say it, name it in the comments, I'll give you a little hint. Boom, 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 boom. So if you know what I'm referencing, I know that that's pretty old. So if you know who I'm referencing, you can put that in the comments as well. But yes, it supports your bones. So strength training, by making your muscles sturdier and stronger, it helps to support your skeletal muscle. So it helps to support your bones. It helps to also improve your bone density. You know, if you're lifting weights, you're putting a little bit more resistance on those bones. It actually helps to decrease the risk of any like bone related diseases that can come with age, like osteoporosis and arthritis. So it also helps with, you know, when you have stronger muscles and stronger bones, you also have a better posture. And having a good posture is also very supportive for your bones. So if you're constantly like crouching down, you know, you do start to feel a lot of pain in your neck and in your back, and that can also lead to issues in the future. So, hi Marie, nice to see you. So yes, it helps. So we said first, it's efficient with fat loss. It helps to build better muscles, better bones, and better posture. But it also helps you age like fine wine. So if that is something that you strive for, if you want to age gracefully, put yas in the comments, not yes, yas, Y-A-S. I mean, who doesn't? Who does not want to age gracefully, age like fine wine? And this is, you know, while we were in the subject of aging before with, you know, building strong muscles and bones so that you can reduce the risk of arthritis, also weight training actually helps to reverse the effects of aging in that sense, because then you, in your silver years, you are able to be more independent. You know, naturally, we slowly lose muscle over time with age. So the more that we are able to strength train and build those muscles, keep those muscles strong, we start to slow also that process of the muscle loss. And that can help us, you know, in the long run. Like I said, if you're in your silver, when you get to your silver years, having to depend less on others, being able to walk longer on your own, being able to do more for yourself. And that is definitely a huge, huge benefit, to be able to still be independent, still be able to do your own things. I mean, most of us watching are young, so it's not something that maybe we have experienced, but when you aren't able to do the simple tasks that you do every day for yourself, it does feel like something's taken away from you. It does feel like you don't have freedom. It feels constricting. And, you know, you can get into a depressive state, because then you're feeling like, I don't want to depend on other people. I'm afraid to ask other people. You know, I'd hate for them to have to do this for me. And it's a very hard position to be in. So And it's also, you know, a way by us taking care of our muscles, taking care of ourselves, and being able to be more independent in the long run. And I see that my mom put yes. You know, being able to be more independent in the long run is also helpful for your loved ones. You know, you're not only taking care of yourself, but you're also expressing love and care for your loved ones around you. Because then they're able to also live longer, more independent lives, because they're, you know, they're not having to take care of you. And I'm not saying this in a way to make it seem like it's bad to care for your relatives. It's not. But it's tough. It is tough. So being able to be more independent is a huge benefit, not just for you, but for the people that you love. Another benefit of strength training, since we were on the topic of depression, is mental and emotional resilience. So already when we're exercising, our body naturally releases endorphins that make us feel good. A lot of people learn this through Legally Blonde. She expressed it so perfectly. But yes, it does help us feel better, feel more confident. And actually, they've done studies that weight training is a great way to fight depression. So it's not just, you know, any exercise. They've actually did studies on intensive weight training. It helped to cut depression symptoms by half. So yes, it helps to efficiently burn fat. It helps to build strong bones, strong muscles, a good posture. It helps to reverse the signs of aging, but it also helps with mental and emotional strength. And not only that, but just the fact of being able to see your strength grow, see your progress, is actually a huge confidence boost. You know, something that you thought wasn't possible, and seeing it possible, it really is a huge boost to your self-esteem and helping you believe in you. So it's another great reason to add in strength training into your routine. And lastly, it builds or leads to a healthy heart. So research has shown that with controlled blood pressure, you can get better results at weight training than any other. That controlled blood pressure that comes from weight training, you get better results with your blood pressure than with medication. So I'm saying this all backwards. So sorry. Weight training works better than medication at controlling your blood pressure. I hope that made better sense. I don't know why I was saying it so backwards. It was like Yoda over here. So if you take part in weight training, it helps to manage your blood pressure levels, which is good for your heart. It also is helpful at lowering your LDL cholesterol, which is what is considered like the bad cholesterol. And you bring up the HDL cholesterol, which is the good cholesterol in your body. So what that does is that it helps keep the cholesterol levels overall in your body well balanced. And that is important as well for your heart. You know, it reduces the risk of heart attack if you're working on weight training, if you're doing weight training. So in conclusion, you know, it's weight training, strength training. It sounds, especially for the ladies, a little scary because we think great. You know, I don't want to get muscular. And especially because we're seeing a big movement of women weight training, and some of them do look bulky. But if they're looking bulky, it is not natural. So not to, I'm just, you know, being real. Yeah, I'm being real. Women don't naturally get bulky. Again, I said it in the beginning, you don't have the hormone levels the same as a man to be able to get bulky. Instead, you reap all of these benefits that I just mentioned. You can lose fat more efficiently. You can age better, feel better, be stronger, physically, help your heart, and help your emotional state. So don't fear it. Actually start including it this week if you can. Start weight training. And it doesn't mean having to lift heavy weights if you can't. I mean, if you can and you want to, by all means. But I mean, weight training could be just starting with small weights. I mean, 1 pound, 2 pound weights, and building your resistance there. And as a disclaimer, of course, before you start to change anything in your regimen, in your fitness regimen or your nutrition regimen, do make sure that you consult with your doctors, your healthcare providers before you get started on anything new. Make sure you're cleared, make sure it's safe for you and your body, because there definitely, yes, there are some exceptions where, you know, we cannot push our bodies to lift weights because of certain conditions or a certain stage in our lives. So do keep that in mind as well. So let me know if you have any comments about anything from today, anything that surprised you, or anything else that you'd like to learn, not just in the regards to fitness, but anything related to nutrition, maybe health. I did put up on Facebook the schedule of the different live and learns that are coming up for October. So for next week, we will be talking about 3 surprising yet simple self-care tips. Then we're going to talk about in another live tips for better sleep. And then we're going to change things up for the week after that and actually do a live and fun. So we're going to talk about you know, popular candies by state. And you can even ask me questions about what's my favorite candy or just any fun questions. I'll be sharing my thoughts or my experience or whatever. I don't even know what to say. It'll just be a fun live of getting to know me a little bit better and me getting to know you a little bit better and just having fun talking about candy, since Halloween's going to be the week after that. And there won't be a live that week because Halloween falls on Wednesday. So I want to be, you know, I want to make sure that you guys can go out there and have fun if you want to. And lastly, just thank you again for watching. I'll be back here again next week, Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern on Facebook and Instagram. So the live replays are always on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to link it in the description for my Facebook people. And then my Instagram people, it's in the bio. The link is in the bio for my You Unfolded YouTube. I've lost the words there. And I'll be launching new videos this month. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. They're going to be shorter than these. And I will see you guys again next week. Thank you again for watching. And remember to silence the standards because you are more. Bye. Oh.